ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। दृश्यते तु अग्रया बुद्ध्या. Of oneself, one's true nature, Atma Sarupa, can be gained by the buddhi, which is Agriya, and also Sukshma. Agriya and Sukshma. That is what was told. Ekagreya Sukshmaya Tattachilyavan. Ekagreya Sukshmaya Dhiya Tachilyavan Pashe. So a person that means who can know this is the one who has got such a buddhi. How that type of buddhi can be gained? That is by yoga. So what is that yoga? Yoga that has got 4 stages. Yoga is the means. This means which has got the 4 stages. What are those? Vang Nirodha, Mano Nirodha, Buddhir Nirodha, Mahat Nirodha. So Nirodha we have seen here. So what is it? Upasamhara, upasara, withdrawal or absorption. Also it means control and extinction, laya. So upasamhara, withdrawal or absorption, that is the better. Started from where? Vak. Vak, speech, stands for all the indriyas, sense organs and organs of action. Withdraw these indriyas from their corresponding functions. Of course, with the help of the mind. The functions of the mind remain. Thereafterward, withdraw the mind, absorb the mind in the intellect. With the help of the intellect, that means withdraw all the functions of the mind. That is, what remains is the function of the intellect. Discover this intellect, individual intellect, Veshti, the microcosmic intellect, identical with the macrocosmic total intellect, Hiranyagarbha. Also make the buddhi as individual buddhi intellect as pure as the Hiranyagarbha. So up to that we have seen now. So see, withdrawal, all this we are doing with the help of mind only. Don't think mind is already gone. With the mind only we are withdrawing from all these functions, and now that intellect, what remains is what? Hiranyagarbha, that intellect, macrocosmic intellect. Of course mind also has resort in that, but it is actually operating is the mind, operation is by the mind only. Now what is to be done at this stage? Now withdraw that Hiranyagarbha or merge that Hiranyagarbha in its cause. What is the cause basis for that? Of course, earlier Avyakta Maya was told. A step further is nothing but Purushaha Atma Sarupa, that was told. Tamapyante nirudhyatha Shantatma shishyate swayam Shuradhareva vishamaha Yogo mandamaterayam. Anvaya we had seen. Atha ante tamapi nirudhya shantatma swayam shishyate. Ayam yogaha mandamatehi kshuradhara iva vishamaha. Atha, thereafter. What is that thereafter? After having reached this stage, everything is withdrawn in that level of the Hiranyagarbha. Then what is to be done? Tam api. Even that, what is that tam api? The word used in the stanza 57 is Mahantam api. Mahanta word was used for Hiranyagarbha. That Mahantam Hiranyagarbham api. What is to be done? Ante, at the end now, the final stage now. So at the end, tamapi, even that Hiranyagarbha, what should be done? Nirudhya, having withdrawn. Where are you going to withdraw? Shantatma. So in Shantatma, that Hiranyagarbha also has no existence apart from Shantatma. In English we can say, reduce the Hiranyagarbha to Shanta Atma. That is what is that? Like this. Reduce the entire world to morning meditation. Panchamahabhutas. That is what in English you can put. Reduce it to Panchamahabhutas. Means in and through the entire creation, see nothing but Panchamahabhutas. Presently what we are seeing there? Different names and forms with specific characteristic features. Reduce them to their immediate causes, Panchamahabhuta, everything is nothing but Mahabhuta only. Just as you see a golden ornament with a name, a form, bangle, chain, necklace, ring, etc. But if you see the gold, you have reduced the ornament to gold. Ornament, names and forms will be there, but from your vision, from your cognition, from your appreciation, what is there is only gold. Entire Jagat, no doubt, is made up, has got so many cause-effect relationships, all names and forms are there, different characteristic features are there, yes. Basically, to begin with, it is nothing but Panchamahabhuta. And this Panchamahabhuta have no existence apart from the creative power of Ishvara, Maya Shakti. Maya Shakti has no existence apart from Purusha, Brahma. What finally remains is nothing but Brahma. Jagat comes and goes. Purusha Brahma remains. In what way you are related to Purusha Brahma? In what way are you related? That is I Chaitanya, that itself is the Chaitanya, that is my Swarupa. So you are the basis of the entire creation. It says, Shan, that is Nirudhya, that is having withdrawn, what remains is Shantatma. So Shantatma Swayam Shishyate. Swayam means itself, on its own, not dependent on anything whatsoever. Why? Swaprakasha, self and principle. Self-evident knowledge principle. No other knowledge principle required, that itself is a knowledge principle. Swaprakasha, otherwise called as Swayam Jyotihi, Swayam Shishyate, it remains. And what is it? What is that nature? Shantatma. So it is worth considering here how Bhashyakara has commented this word Shantatma, which gives a clue for appreciation of this Swarupa, how we can appreciate that. There he says, what is the Shantatma? Sarva Vishesha Pratyastamita Rupaha. Shantatma, our true nature, our Swarupa, the truth, ultimate truth. Sarva Vishesha Pratyastamita Rupaha. Whose Rupa, whose form means whose nature is, in which all Visheshas, all characteristic features, all Visheshas, all attributes are what? Pratyastam. Pratyastam means terminated. Free from all Vishesha. Now, to know this Atma, is it not necessary a cognition true to this nature? If the cognition, appreciation is not true to the nature of Sarva Vishesha Pratyastam, is it in correspondence with the nature of the thing, that cognition? If that cognition is not in correspondence, in accordance with, in conformity with the nature of the thing, Atma, can you call it as the direct knowledge? Is it aparoksha jnana? Can it ever be so? It is only paroksha, indirect knowledge. So, now, even so long as the pramata, the knower is there, is that cognition? I am asking of cognition. Is that cognition sarva vishesha pratyastam? No. Some vishesha is there. What is that? Pramata. When pramata is there, pramana will be there, prameya will be there. That cognition is not in conformity with the Atma Swarupa. So that means that Atma Sarupa has to be made dispossessed of even the Pramata. The Purvapaksha straight away jumps here. Oh, that is what you want. We can give you without any problem. Why? Go to sleep. If you can't sleep, we will give you compose. Why not? We have seen how Sureshwaracharya has answered Naishkarmya Siddhi. Yes, we would have accepted and we would have been glad to do that, provided ignorance was not there. But ignorance is there. Do you know that this is your Sarupa? You don't know nothing. You don't know anything including yourself. The Pramata is not that is true, but you don't know anything including yourself. How can that be the knowledge as such? Stupor as such. So therefore it is of no use. It is helpful to us for what? For ascertain, yes, Atma Sarupa is free from all the Vishesha. Otherwise, because if Visheshas, these peculiarities, these characteristic features were inherent features of Atma, at no time can you experience a state without them. The very fact that we are able to do that means Atma Sarupa is free from that, but that is lingam astitva nishtham. Sureshwaracharya. A linga, a sign which proves the existence of that, but you have no direct cognition, just you have seen the smoke but not the fire. Your inference that there is fire, yes, you are right, but that you have not directly perceived. So this can serve you as a linga, a sign, a mark for proving the existence of such Atma Sarupa, but your cognition is not direct. And if you say only sleep is so, and if it otherwise there is no, it is just not possible for anyone to cognize the Shanta Atma Sarupa free from all Vishesha, then what will happen now? You will starting a new school of thought that Atma Jnana can be only Paroksha and not Aparoksha. Not only that, there is one guy who will catch you by the ear. You know who? Ashtanga Yogi. Look here, don't think that Ashtanga Yogi all are discarding Vedanta. No. There are people who take Vedanta and take the Ashtanga Yoga as the means. We are not concerned with those who totally discard the Ashtanga Yoga and just go to that, this is the thing, and without Panchakosha Viveka, Avasthatra Viveka, without that, means without ascertaining the Anatma, etc., free from Atma, without ascertaining the Atma Sarupa, free from Anatma, identifying with the Koshas, etc., we are not talking of them. Those who take to Vedantic inquiry and they have got Ashtanga Yoga will catch you by the ear. He says, come on, I can show you. Wherein the cognition of the Atma Sarupa, free from all, that is what? Sarva Vishesha Pratyastam is there in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. What are you going to do there? Then Ashtanga Yoga, what to do? I can't sit properly. Ashtanga Yoga means what? Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. So, I can't sit on the ground first, want chair, etc. Even if I sit on the ground, say many times I have to shake my legs and move the posture, etc. How am I to go this? Yes, it is for those who are capable of doing that. Alternative method is there. What is the alternative method? Saraswati Rahasya Upanishad. Drigdrishya Viveka. Yes? Drigdrishya Viveka, Ashtanga Yoga is not possible for all. At the same time, Drigdrishya Viveka also is not possible for all. It depends on the disposition. There are some people now, they are ready to do anything, but ask them to sit quietly and think, etc., and to say they are not capable. Other fellows, they are what? Lotus gazers, But they will not be able to do something. So depending on the temperament the Shastra gives, yes, it is those who can do Ashtanga Yoga, but that is not the only way, that is not the only method. But what can be accomplished by this Ashtanga Yoga in terms of Nirvikalpa Samadhi, wherein even the, what is that? That means the Visheshas, including Pramata, is not that. At the same time, it is not sleep, it is not sleep, can be taken to by Drishya Viveka. More about that, please refer to my commentary on Drishya. Okay, I am not going to elaborate here. Vedantic ways to Samadhi. Read it not. First reading will not be sufficient. I have not written just for the sake of writing as such. There is something, if you at least give a thorough 2 or 3 readings, you will find the method in itself as such. This cognition, sarva vishesha pratyastamita rupa, is a must. Of course, you may not be in a position to have a samadhi for a time, etc. But that cognition for a while also is necessary. Then only get, I am Atma. That means you can point out, this is Atma Swarupa, free from all the Adhyastha. Then the Mahavakya verse, Pramana verse, I am Atma, Brahma. This is what Brahma. Otherwise, I am Atma, this Atma. Look, we are saying, entire matrix of word is based on experiences. That is how a child grows. You know, child grows by what is technically called as seeing Vriddha Vyavahara. Vriddha Vyavahara means the dealings and the transactions of the elderly people. That is, bring the cow. The child observes. Child doesn't know. Oh, and this person brings it. Ah, this is what cow is. Give it the fodder to that. Oh, this is what the fodder is. Bring the milk. The child is told, and something is given. Oh, this is the milk. Oh, he is walking there. Go walking that side. Acha, this is what is called as walking. Like this. Afterwards, what? That means it picks up that, it is able to connect the words, but there is a basic, what is there? Experience corresponding to that word. Why child? Even dogs, animals also. You know? You see, look here. Even children and dogs, etc. Names are given how? You hold a biscuit. Tommy, 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 Tommy. Dog knows biscuit, okay? And you are all the time when you hold the biscuit, you call him as a Tommy, Tommy. After simply called Tommy, Tommy, it knows. Tommy means refers to whom? Me. Even like that child. Kittu. Who is Kittu? Point out. Like Kittu. Kittu. Kittu the what? The child also, acha, this Kittu. After ask, who is Kittu? The fellow is not able to talk also. That is all Vriddha Vyavahara. So that is how all words are capable of conveying you, which have got the basic constituent of experience. So when Shruti points out, I am Atma, this Atma, if that basic experience corresponding to that Atma is not there, but one thing, that experience was not like other experiences. Where other experience, what is that? Experiencer, Anubhavita, Anubhavya and Anubhava, trios are there. Pramata, Pramana, Prameya, Prama, these are there. Here it is not, these are not, and there is objectification is there, Vishayikarana is there. Atma is not available for objectification. Atma need not be objectified. Why? Anubhava Swarupa. We quote Anubhava Swarupa, but implication of that is totally missed. Anubhava Swarupa means you don't need Anubhavita, the experiencer. You don't need Pramata, the one who operates the Pramana. You don't need Pramana. You don't need Prama, because Prama is of the Pramana, which Pramata gets. That what itself is the very Anubhava, itself is the very knowledge. All that has to be done. No problem at the level of Atma. What is their problem is at the level of the Antakarana. That Antakarana has to be handled to conform itself to the true nature of Shanta Atma. What is that? Sarva Vishesha Pratyastamita. Sarva Vishesha Pratyastamita. Free from all Vishesha, their Antakarana mind assumes the Swarupa Atma. That is the direct cognition of Swarupa. Shruti comes and tells, this is your Tvam, Shodhitatvam. This is a Tat, Brahma. I am Atma, itself is Brahma. So like this is how Pramana works. If this direct cognition is not there, Pramana becomes defunct. It is not possible for Pramana to operate, all that you have got, picked up some information, and it is only paroksha jnana and not aparoksha jnana. One question can be there. Well, look, all this you are doing with the help of what? Mind or antakarana or not? Tell me, mind fits in the category of Vishesha or Nirvishesha? Then how are you getting Nirvishesha? Is it not Savishesha? The very constitution of mind is so. Look, you see your face in the mirror. Do you see or not? Yes or no? Yes, is it not? Okay. What do you see exactly? Your face. Do you take that mirror as part and parcel of your face? All that you cognize is what? Your face, the form of your face, is it not? Like that, yes, antakarana is there. But what type of antakarana, what type of jit is? So prepared, so pure, so that means tuning to the swarupa. In that cognition, that though that vishesha of antakarana is there, it is out of your cognition because the constitution of the antakarana itself is so designed by Ishvara. We'll see that is the built-in provision provided by Ishvara to gain the knowledge. If mind were not there, you will not be able to gain the knowledge. Though unruly mind it happens to be mana eva idamaptavyam. By mind alone one has to gain the knowledge, but not the mind as it available now, a well-prepared mind. So therefore, that Atma Swarupa is what? Sarva Vishesha Pratyastamita Rupaha. Bhashakara says that is Shanta Atma, who is avikriyaha, free from vikaras, free from changes, free from modification. Sarvantaraha, now antaratva we have seen. That means how with the varying degrees of subtlety, antaratva is a sakashta saparagati vishnoho paramam padam. We already ascertained that. So antara sarvantaraha, sarva buddhi pratyaya sakshi. The one who is the illuminator, sakshi of all the pratyayas in all the buddhis of all the jivas, mukhyaha atma. That is mukhya atma. Who said mukhya atma? Gauna atmas are there. Secondary atmas are there. What are those? Identified with the koshas. Annamaya kosha, pranamaya kosha, manomaya kosha, vijnanamaya kosha, annamaya kosha. Identified with that. They are mistaken as atma. So this is called therefore here as mukhya atma. Really speaking, there is no mukhya atma, gauna atma, because you are mistaking the gauna atma as atma, therefore it's told. Just said turiyaha, mandukya, turiya, fourth. For fourth there are no third, but you have got that is waking, waker, etc. Therefore with the Shruti he is compelled to use the word chaturiya or turiya. This is the mukhya atma. Shantatma swayam shishyate. Now he says, this yoga, say he started that yoga. Tathatvam yoga dhiyaha tathatvam yoga apsyat, stanza 55. Now he says, is this easy or difficult? Difficult. Doubt the cause of difficulty and overcome it. So therefore he says, why it is difficult? For whom is it difficult? He says, ayam yogaha. Now see with yoga, it is not Ashtanga yoga. We have seen this as 4 stages. Ayam yogaha mandamatehe kshuradhara iva vishamaha. So this yoga for a mandamati. Who is mandamati? Buddhu ityartha. In our local parlance, he is who? A Buddhu. Buddhu means here, not that Buddhu here. He is a person of unprepared mind. Why the mind is not prepared? Already told. Bahirmukhaha. Bahirmukhaha vishayabhimukhaha. Natu antarmukhaha. Natu atmamukhaha. Just see this word. Just internal, external, don't do that. So vishayabhimukhaha. Natu atmamukhaha. Therefore mandamatehe. Interest lie in the objects of the world. So having not ascertained their nature in right perspective. So therefore mandamatehe ayam yogaha Kshuradhara iva vishamaha. Vishama, difficult. How? Kshuradhara iva. Like the dhara, like the edge of a razor. Of course, Vidyaranya Muni, interestingly, he explains that what is like a edge of a razor. So, otherwise told, say, stepping over a sharp sword, etc. Even the most experienced and the one who can do greatest feats, such acrobatics also cannot do that. It's difficult. So it means handling a sharp razor is difficult. How it will be explained this text itself? Like that, for Mandamati, a person who lacks the preparedness, this is difficult. How that Kshuradhara iva Vishamaha, difficult. Example of the olden days shaving, not nowadays shaving. Okay. Nowadays electric razor, etc. You can be carefree as such, nothing is there. Even few years earlier, there was what was called as safety razor, But even before safety razor came, even nowadays barbers use, that long razor. And people used to shave themselves only with that razor. Difficult. Why? Why difficult? Press too hard. What level? Not beard will go, your cheek and chin will go, okay? You get that cut. You lightly apply, no shaving at all. So therefore you should have the knack of shaving, making use of the razor properly. Difficult. That's why olden days they used to keep the alum ready there, alum. That is our Indian antiseptic, okay? It's Indian antiseptic. Readily available as sir. You need not run to the pharmaceutical companies who are looting you, okay? That is the first thing. So ordinary alum is enough as such. So he gives the example, this handling the razor has to be done carefully, which needs a skill. When the context of skill comes, skill you can't just take over, that is develop overnight. Skill or efficiency presupposes practice, training, like that. Here also what is required? Abhyasa, training is required. Let us see. Shuroti lagno dehagnaha nalagnaschedvapetano samahitam manopevam nidram kuryad bahirrajet. Anvaya atilagnaha kshuraha dehagnaha na. No, deha, stop there. Atilagnaha kshuraha dehagnaha na lagnaschet no vapeta. Na lagnaschet no vapeta. Evam samahitam manaha nidram kuryat bahirva vrajet. Evam samahitaha manaha nidram kuryat bahirva vrajet. This is the operation or handling of the razor is explained. So razor which is taken for shaving the beard. See? Now while doing so, the person, if he does like this, atilagnaha, he holds it very closely and presses it. What happens? Atilagnaha kshuraha, a razor pressed. Dehagnaha. Dehagnaha means what? It cuts your part of the body. Therefore, you are very light, feather touch, okay? Feather touch. So, na lagnaschet, if you don't apply it properly, no vapeta, it won't shave at all. What are you going to do now? Either it will cut you if you press it too hard, or it will not shave at all. So therefore, you should know of applying it to the extent it is required, not more, not less. What is required now? Practice. Training is required. So therefore say, now that is the Drishtanta illustration. Here what happens? Evam, like this razor, samahitaha manaha. Now by mind which is composed, by some techniques etc. you took to and made the mind composed. What for? To appreciate the Atma Swarupa. Presuppose a prerequisite for proceeding further to directly cognize the Atma Swarupa. Let us say this fellow by some techniques etc., Karma Yoga etc., Shuddhabodhananda etc., and some upasanas he had taken to, and he took to what? That means he could get the samahitaha, a mind which is composed, calm etc. What does it do? Evam samahitaha manaha nidram kuryat. What does it do? It sleeps, no commentary necessary. So it is the experience of everyone, no further comments are required. So nidram kuryat. Wow, not that is one possibility. Other possibility is what? It is bahirva vraje. This is much more well known, is it not? It will get distracted in so many channels. Either it will sleep, because see, a calm and composed mind is the ideal condition to sleep. That is how we sleep. In fact, in 11th chapter of Panchadashi, there is an action replay as it were of process of sleep. So, how exactly, this sleep takes place? There you find first withdrawal from all other pursuits are necessary. So, here, and now automatically that condition is arrived, ideal condition for sleep, one has to be alert to get rid of that sleep. Or, in no time what happens? Gets distracted. We are sitting for meditation. Why they should what? Go on ringing the bell. Don't they know that we have come all the way from Bombay? I don't know, these people don't know at all. You go on reacting, etc. Distraction. So that way, so Bahir Raje. So that means even there abhyasa is required. Like handling a razor, one should handle the mind. Therefore, Kaushalam yogino peksham napitasya yathakshure nivarya laya vikshepau samadadhyat paratmani yatha napitasya kshure, add tatha yoginaha kaushalam apesham. Tatha yoginaha kaushalam apeksham. Laya vikshepau nivarya. Laya vikshepau nivarya. Paratmani, add manaha samadadhyat. Paratmani manaha samadadhya. As given the illustration, yatha, just as napitasya kshuri. In the case of napitaha, who is napitaha? Barber. Just as a barber, because olden days, shaving was done by barber only. Every village was self-sufficient, Every village was self-sufficient. Barber was there, washerman was there. All this means division of labor was there. Nowadays, modern thing everyone does. Okay, that's fine. See, as far as taking care of oneself, it is all the time good that one should not depend on any others or should not get the things done by others, however rich the person may be, to the extent possible. It is that the dignity of a human being has to be kept, not to depend on others. One may have wealth, etc. It is not meant for that. That's why in our culture in the olden days, even the queens of emperors, they used to take care of the children, tend the children, and take care of the cooking of the king. They may have so many servants, but to help, but finally they used to take care of that. So bringing up the children, they used to personally attend because sanskaras are involved. So also others, one's own needs have to be taken care of by oneself till it is possible. Of course, it is just not possible, then of course help can be taken. Fine. So that means here, that is from that statement okay, but olden days this division of labor was there. Napitaha barber. So barber. So yatha napitasya kshure. So what is that? Kaushalam asti. He has got that skill, because you may shave your beard, but this barber, what does he do? Every day he shaves so many beards. So like that means a skill, like the surgery, surgery. So the one who has done so many times, his hand, that the skill is there, so the practice is there, training is there, efficiency is there. So like that. So yatha napitasya kshure kaushalam tatha yoginaha kaushalam apeksham. Kaushalam is chaturyam, skill, efficiency. What does it presuppose? Practice means training is required. Repeated practice is required. So that's why if a barber is new, what happens? You should be careful and you should sit there with prayer only. Okay? Pray Bhagavan that this fellow will not give the cuts. Even if cuts are there, let them be minor and minimum. Okay? So that is how. So that is kaushalam abhyasa. That's why Lord say now, abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha griyate. Lord Krishna has told that abhyasa, abhyasa, abhyasa. Because Arjuna also complained, chanchalam hi mana Krishna pramati balavadridam. Yes, that is the nature of the mind, you need not tell. But there is a way out, abhyasa and vairagya. That objective vision must be there, that is not sufficient, repeated practice must be there. So that is where it comes. We come to the camp, the time is not sufficient, some little here and there, some meditation, and waiting for the next camp. Swamiji, what meditation you will be taking for the next camp? And in between? Clean slate. Is it? It is not. It is not how to do the exercise if you know that is not sufficient. To gain health you have to do regularly. Like that abhyasa is required. So then don't put the blame on the methods of meditation. Own up yourself the responsibility that I had not taken to abhyasa. Otherwise, of course, this year I could not do much, but certain camps I have done, nothing needs further to be told. If you need not attend any camps further also. Of course, if it's possible, well and good, more the better that is there. But the methods that were given were more than sufficient. Oh, fine. Of course, which I can't take here, because time is not there, etc. And not only time is not there, certain basic preparation also is required. Without that, it is not like other techniques. Some technique is there, you go on doing, etc. Some skill will be there, some result will be there. This is not that a proper unfoldment based on Vedanta is necessary, because we are talking of nididhyasana, not simply some techniques etc. So, now, therefore, that skill, abhyasa, is necessary. So, how it is to be done? Abhyasa, it should be in terms of this. Laya vikshepau nivarya, having eliminated laya, that is sleep, vikshepa, and that is distraction by repeated practice, paramatmani, in the paramatma sarupa, atma sarupa, that itself is the brahma sarupa, manaha samadadhya. Mind has to be made to get absorbed. See, that is what niyachet means. Make the mind get absorbed. What do you mean by making the mind get absorbed? The mind assuming the sarupa, leave it there only, itself gets absorbed. Even the efforts will be what? Will get eliminated naturally in course of time by sufficient practice. My mind will get absorbed. That is what he said. When this is accomplished, dragiva. Just like that, thereafterwards, Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana are no longer required. Till then, as the need may be, Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, these have to go together. This is the Brahma Sutra Bhashya, 4th chapter, that is Avrittihi Asakrit. That is Avritti. That Avritti means repeated practice is required until this. Atmavare Drashtavyaha. Darshana must be there. For which Shrotavyaha, Mantavyaha, Nididhyasa. How long should I do this? Until Dragiva. Just like that you are able to make the mind get absorbed in the Swarupa. Until that you have to do. Afterward, don't bother about the Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Till then it has to be, that is, continued. Now it says, that means lot of efforts are required. What is called as Prayatnatishaya. Prayatnatishaya means so that adequate and appropriate efforts are necessary. So that is now being highlighted in the first stanza, first line of 61, and how it can be done. So that is why it is so. Why it is so will be told later. Shabda sparshadihinatma Saukshmat saukshmadhiyekshate Khavaivagni jalorvinam Staulyam shabdadimatvataha Shabd Anvaya Shabda Sparshadihinatma Saukshmat Saukshmadhiya Ikshati Shabdadimatvataha Kha Vayu Agni Jala Urvinam Staulyam ad bhavati. Staulyam bhavati. Shabda sparshadi hinatma. Atma is hinaha, devoid of Shabda sparsha adi. Shabda sparsha rupa rasa gandha. All these Vishaya sense objects are not there in Atma, means Atma is totally free from Shabda sparsha rupa rasa gandha. Ashabdam asparsham arupam avyayam agandhavaccha arasam agandhavaccha. Kathopanishad itself. So hinaha means one who is devoid of this Atma. Saukshmya, because of this being so subtle, being the most subtle. Keep in mind what is subtle? Indriyagocharatvam. Subtlety is Indriyagocharatvam, not being an object, not available as an object of sense organs. So, therefore, this Saukshmat, Ikshate, can be appreciated by what? Saukshmadhiya. Saukshmadhiya means a dhi which is capable of appreciating and ascertaining the most subtle, not the intellect as it is available now. Now it is sthula dhi. Everyone has got dhi intellect, but it is gross one, not well prepared, not refined, so not cultured. So that is Saukshmadhiya. That Saukshmadhiya is Ati Sukshma Vastu Nirupana Paraya Dhiya. Wide stanza 54, it has been told there. We have seen there in that context. Ati Sukshma Vastu Nirupana Paraya. A Dhi intellect which has got the capability to ascertain and appreciate the Vastu, the thing which is most subtle, never available for any perception. Perception through sense organs. Dhiya Ikshate is known. So therefore, because Atma is Ati Sukshma. Why Ati Sukshma? It is free from Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha. So therefore it is Ati Sukshma, and the Buddhi which can appreciate also must be in conformity with the Swarupa of Atma. Buddhi means Antakarna must be there, otherwise it is not possible. And the question comes, how Atma is so subtle, how it is so Sukshma? He elaborates in the forthcoming stanza. Second line says, Shabdadi matvataha kha vayu agni jala urvinam staulyam bhavati. He says, these have got grossness. Grossness with respect to who? Atma. Now in the order of grossness is it means kham. Kham is akasha, space. Vayu, air. Agni, fire. Jala, water. Urvi, Prithvi, earth. See, this is the order of grossness. Among these five elements, earth is the grossest. Why you will see that? Then subtler than that is the water. Subtler than that water is fire. Subtler than water is air. Subtler than air is space. Subtler than space is Atma. The subtlest one is Atma, Brahma. So therefore, why so? The reason will be given. So, Shabdadi Matvataha. Because being endowed with these gunas, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, they have got varying degrees of grossness or subtlety. More the gunas a given element has got, grosser it is. Less the guna a given element has got, subtler it is. No gunas, subtlest. Atma has no gunas, therefore subtlest. This is the principle he explains now. Shabda sparshau ruparasau gandho bhuta guna ime ekadvitri chatuh pancha guna vyomadayah kramat Shabda sparshau ruparasau gandhaha ime bhutaganaha vyomadayah kramat eka guna eka dvi tri chatuh pancha gunaha. Shabda sparshau ruparasau gandha. Shabda, sound. Sparsha, touch. Rupa, form. Rasa, taste. Gandha, smell. Ime, these are what? Bhuta ganaha. Bhuta, not ganaha. Bhuta ganaha or guna. What is the difference? Suppose if I ganaha, what is it? Ganaha means samuha, aggregate. Gunaha means features. So that way the distinction. Bhuta gunaha, these are the characteristic features of five elements. Now, which element is endowed with what qualities, what gunas? He says, in short he gives, Vyomadayah. Beginning from Vyoma, you have to keep always the order. Either you take from earth onwards in that order or ascend from ascend or descend. If you take gunas into account, you have to descend. Because Prithvi has the maximum. One by one it goes on diminishing. And Akasha only one. If you Akasha then ascend more and more gunas. Okay? So, if you take from Vyoma, you have to descend only. So therefore, Vyomadayah kramat eka dvi tri chatu pancha gunaha. That is Vyoma. Vyoma is eka guna. Vayu is dviguna. Tejaha 3. Apaha 4. Then Prithvi pancha guna. So therefore this way, that means they have got different. Prithvi has got Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha. 1 less for water, 2 less for fire, 3 less for air, 4 less for this. So that way these have got varied gunas. Now depending on more the gunas, the gross the thing is. Earth, you can smell, you can taste, you can so that see, touch and hear. Water, you can smell. No, if it smells, something else has got mixed with that. There is no smell for water. Chlorination or something may be there. So you can taste, see, touch, hear. Now see. All the time you can hear the flow of the water. So Ganges. So like this. Fire. If you taste, so you will not be able to take the taste, you will not be able to taste the food for so many days. You can't taste. See, touch, hear. Air you can't see, touch and hear. Space, by remaining this thing, because others are not there, only you can hear. That means by inference we say sound is this peculiar characteristic of space. Okay, that is what it tells now. Gunadhikke staulya vruddhi saukshma vruddhir gunakshayat nirgunam chati sukshmatvad ati sukshma dhikshate Gunadhikke staulya vruddhi Gunakshayat saukshma vruddhi Nirgunam Brahma, or you have to take Nirgunaha Atma. Nirgunam is that, therefore you have to take Brahma. Nirgunam Brahma, which is identical, which is nothing but Atma only. Atma itself is Brahma. Cha ati sukshmatvad, ati sukshma dhiya, add there eva ikshati. Gunadhikke staulya vruddhi. That means in accordance with the increase of gunas, the grossness also increases. More the gunas, the element is more gross. So that is saukshma vruddhi, gunakshaya, saukshma vruddhi. Less the gunas, what increases? Subtlety, saukshma increases. We have seen now. So with the taking into account the gunas of each and every element. Now what about Atma? Space in the among the five elements, space is the most subtle, but it has got one guna. Atma Brahma, no gunas means most subtle, ati sukshma. So therefore it says Nirgunam Brahma or Nirgunaha Atma cha ati sukshmatvat. Now, atis being most subtle, ati sukshma dhiya ikshate. It can be known, appreciated by only intellect, which is very, very subtle means which is so prepared. Why? A grosser a thing, the perception is more easy, so many indriya, sense organs can be pressed into function. Subtler a thing, what happens? Less and less indriyas are available to perceive. For example, space is there, only sound available, and only with it is a concept of buddhi. So wherever buddhi is there, you can appreciate the space. So now something which is still more subtle, no indriyas are available there to objectify. The buddhi also, as it is not being gross, it cannot do that. So it should be ati sukshma, and how ati sukshma we have seen how it can be prepared that way. So in this manner, in this way, the first chapter of Katha Upanishad is over. We don't know, but three vallis are over now. Okay, first chapter is over. Vidyaranya Muni is concluding now. With what means what all we have learnt so far. Vidya yogau yamenoktau vairagyam nachiketasa swata evastyupakhyanam nachiketamidam shubham. At their adhyara, asmin adhyaye, again Atma you can, Vidya Yoga is there, no? Atma Vidya Yoga, Atma, not Atma, because you have to Adhyara as a compound you have to make it. Atma. So, asmin adhyaye Atma vidya yogau yamena uktau Vairagyam nachiketasa swataha eva ad darshitam. Nachiketasa swataha eva ad darshitam. Idam nachiketam upakhyanam shubham. Idam nachiketam upakhyanam shubham. Asmin adhyaye, in this chapter, or till now in 63 stanzas, what has been taught by Yamaraja? Atma Vidya Yoga. Two things. One is Atma Vidya, unfoldment of Atma Sarupa, ascertainment of Atma Sarupa. Then Yoga, the means by which you can directly cognize the Atma Sarupa. These two things have been given. So, the method, 2-3 methods have been given as a yoga, not Ashtanga Yoga. And who taught this? Yamena Uktav. But the basic prerequisite is what? Vairagya. Yamaraja didn't teach it. Did Yamaraja teach it? On the contrary, he wanted to dissuade Nachiketa, but Nachiketa demonstrated the Vairagya. Though not taught, Nachiketa proved himself to be the one who has got such staunch Vairagya, that objective vision. He says, Vairagyam Nachiketasa swataha eva darshitam. Nachiketa on his own exhibited, demonstrated the Vairagya because he was endowed with such a great Vairagya. So it need not be separately told. So it is all the time. So in this manner, so this idam nachiketam upakhyanam. This episode of Nachiketa means Nachiketa going to Lord Yama and getting this knowledge and having given the test in terms of his perfect Vairagya. This upakhyana, this that means incident or this narration, upakhyana narration, it says Shubham. Shubham means Mangalakaram. Even if you read also, it gives punya. That's why during Shraddha etc., this is read. During Shraddha etc., for a departed one to get a better lot etc., this upakhyana is read because it speaks of Atma Vidya, Brahma Vidya, along with the means. Even Parayana also has got a effect in terms of punya. Not Parayana by itself will not give the knowledge for which Mimamsa inquiry required, but the greatness of this upakhyana narration is such that even reading or in a that means Parayana can give great punya, like Bhagavad Gita. Even reading Bhagavad Gita in a stanza also read can give a great punya. So like that, so holy it is, so mangala. Fine. Is it not that everything is taught now? Yes. But few more things are required to be brought to our notice. Certain obstructions that come, how to overcome those obstructions. So Atma Vidya Yoga is told, that is true, but there are certain impediments are there. How can we overcome? So those things, what are the obstructions, how they are to be overcome, those things also are to be told, otherwise the teaching is not going to be complete. So therefore Yamaraja starts there, second chapter. So he says, Etadevati vispashtam punaschatra prapanchate shruyatam nachiketotra vidyaya pratibandhakam. Etadeva ativispashtam punaha cha atra prapanchate. Nachiketaha atra vidyayaha pratibandhakam shruyatam. Nachiketaha atra vidyayaha pratibandhakam shruyatam. He says, I am not going to teach you something new now, same thing. What was taught, same thing, but with different facets. Etadeva, whatever taught so far, now again, punaha atra prapanchate, again here it is elaborated. How is it elaborated? Ati vispashtam. Very, very clearly. Not that earlier it was not spashtam, earlier it was vispashtam eva. Yamaraja knows and Vidyaranya Muni also knows.
though we may not know, okay? Because we may have our own doubts and lack of clarity. But what was taught, they know it. Earlier it was very clear, but now it is very, very clear. Why? He knows what are the things not told so far. Certain obstructions are bound to be there, and the seeker has to overcome. He should be equipped with the knowledge of those impediments, obstructions, and the means to overcome. Otherwise, the fellow will get stuck up. And what? I thought, what? Kathopanishad, Katha Vivarana will give me Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. All the way, 7 days I came here from Bombay, but what? But will come there. So that will be there. No. Here are, these are there. Human mind is that means common, and it has got common. That means defects it has got. So better be aware of them. These are that. Nachiketaha, O Nachiketa. Atra means Atma Digame. In this context of giving the Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. Vidyayaha Pratibandhakam. The obstruction for Atma Vidya, Brahma Vidya. Shruyata. May you please listen. I am going to unfold now. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayanta Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahisha Go Brahmanebhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanya Prithivi Sasya Shalini Deshoyam Shobharahita Brahmana Santu Nirbhaya Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhave Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti Shanti